am in a multiplayer server. For anyone that wants to join, I've got 3 engines currently. Currently got some cars here that I am going to be sorting, getting sent around this local region of the map before I decide to open up expansions for either for westbound or eastbound on the line here. So let's go ahead and jump into number 3 here, and we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead and do that. I think what I am going to do... Alright, hang on. So we're going to flip the switch. So we're a couple up to... So, these are all set for the Whittier Summit. Let me go and oil all these bearings up before I move them. Because I hate when they get delivered. Some of these guys just come severely damaged. There we go. So where are you going? You're going to the stencil that's up on the other side of Whittier. Alright, so what we're going to do is that we're going to move the Whittier cars. So we're going to go and move these guys out of the way. So we're going to go and open the couplers. There. We're going to go and hop into number 3 here. Should be 5. Nope, it is 5. We're going to set this back to road. I'm just using the engineer to make life easier when it comes to moving these guys. So now we're going to go ahead and take the handbrake off. Airline is fine, so now we're going to go and pull it forward past the switch. So we'll go and pull this up past the shed. I feel that I am not... That explains why I was dragging. Those cars were being pulled along and I didn't need them to be pulled along. Alright. Now we should be fine. No, I'm a little bit still over the switch. Flip this switch. And we're going to put it on that open siding. Because I know where those cars go, but I'm just shunting them out of the way. Alright. Forward. So now we're going to go back forward. Yeah, do a little bit of shunting to get... Let me turn my mic audio up. Is that a little bit better? I think I might need to just turn it up just a little bit more. That should be a lot better. Alright, there we go. Now I need to couple up those cars. Am I off the switch? I am off the switch. Perfect. Alright. Now I gotta couple up to those cars. How you doing? I'm tired, but I am just chilling this morning. Hanging out in my VC. Just doing this. Yard. Yeah, I woke up at like 8 o'clock, 8:25 my time, after being up half the night. But I'll be fine. Alright, there we go. Alright. Now we have that coupled up, so now I need to move these cars because I know where they're going. Yeah, I saw that. I woke up to like 20 pings. I was like, what the hell happened? Alright, so now we gotta open up that coupler. We're just gonna ride on this boxcar, go back to road, forward. Because now I have to couple this car to the front of the locomotive because of the way the track is set up. It's a little bit awkward. So right now I'm just doing a ton of shunting. Let's go ahead and speed her up. I should have another crossover for this mainline switch. Okay, I do have that crossover. It's just a little bit further ahead. I mean, you would think Blue would have maybe thought about putting 2FA on his account to prevent it from being hacked. Because without 2FA, of course your Discord's gonna be hacked time and time again. Yeah, that would make sense to actually mention it to him, so then he's not being hacked for a third time. Hopefully he gets it sorted. Alrighty. So I gotta throw this switch. And I gotta throw this switch. For the main line. So we'll hop into the locomotive. Yeah. You should probably tell him to put 2FA on it. Yeah, that's just annoying. I get it. Door. It's a good thing I bought this locomotive. Use it as a workhorse. Yeah, I'm just showing in my VC live channel if you want to join in a little bit. I'm just gonna be chilling. Alright, we gotta get to that car. Pretty much the plan is I'm gonna move these cars up to the main Whittier area. Then I got some cars that need to go up to the westbound side to Ella, and then I have all those Whittier cars that need to be shunted. Then they're gonna make a 3-mile trip up to Connolly Creek to pick up the log cars and bring them down to the sawmill. So I got a little bit that I'm doing. And then I also have the passenger car, which is sitting at the Whittier station. Oh, I need to flip that switch, that's right. And I need to flip that switch. Yeah. I mean, I'm just doing this. I'll probably stream this for a while, maybe stream something else out of it. Alright, so now we go forward, switch that back. And we'll go and bump it. And now we're gonna set up the line. So we're gonna go ahead and set the crossover back. Set this up to go that way. Then I gotta bump this switch. And that switch over there. And then this one. So then that's all my switches aligned for that car setup. As an old friend once pestered me, says you should have played Kingdom Hearts. There it is. I've never even ever played a Kingdom Hearts game, so I wouldn't even know the lore behind it. I have too many games to where I think I'm probably done buying some for a little while unless there's one that I really, really want. But other than that, I already have the game that I want. Aaron, you're never gonna get me to play Kingdom Hearts. It's not gonna happen. Because it's a game I've seen clips of. I just don't understand that. And I already have too many games that I'm playing. I'm not adding another one to my list. Which I already have one added to my list, but I can't do anything about it until the evening of May 15th. And it's the one game that I'm excited for. Okay, I'm speeding this up just a little bit. It is not a challenge. You're not gonna get me to play Kingdom Hearts. It's bad enough that you got me to become a furry on VR chat. You can win one thing, but you're not winning another. Put that back on AE Road. We'll walk up to the side of the locomotive. We're gonna get the airlines hooked up. Now we are set. Oh. Let's turn that on for freight. God dang it. You know what? I'll walk down here, it's fine. Then we're gonna climb up here. All my switches are aligned. And we're gonna go up to 50 miles an hour. There we go. That's it. Now the only way I'd play Kingdom Hearts, I will be honest with it, is if you gave it to me. That's the only way I'd play it. I'm not gonna buy it, I'm not gonna do anything. You only have one way I'd play it. Are you gonna take that option? Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. But I'm not spending my money on another game right now. Unless it's a DLC. Yeah, I know how you are. I know you want people to play Kingdom Hearts with you. The one thing is, I wouldn't even understand the lore behind Kingdom Hearts. I'd have to play all the games just to understand it. Dude, the last time I played a single player oriented game was Assassin's Creed. Well, that had a really good story to it. Is Assassin's Creed or Far Cry 5? But other than that, like, I prefer to actually be able to play with people nowadays. Because, like, playing something that's single player kind of just gets boring after a little while. Unless it's a game that you absolutely enjoy. Like, some single player games I enjoy is going back and replaying the entire Batman Arkham series. Starting with Arkham Origins and ending with the Arkham Knight. What about Gotham Knights? Gotham Knights doesn't really follow anything relating to the Arkham storyline. Because that game is pretty much just saying that Batman is dead and here are these heroes that's taking his place. That's all what that game is. It doesn't, how do I put it? It doesn't follow the lore of the original Arkham series. Choo-choo, motherfucker. I got so many cars to shunt right now. And now Hound's getting called. Morning, Hound. How you doing? Whittier. Drop her down 10. Because now I gotta bring her down onto this siding. I'll go for a bit now I make food. Alright, Aaron, I'll see you in a little bit. Gonna get these 3 cars dropped off. Alright, that should be in its slot. We're going to go ahead and apply the handbrake to that car. We're going to go ahead and do that. That opens up both the couplers. put into reverse. And we'll go ahead and set our switch. Which is going to be this switch. And now we're set to go in reverse. Yeah, I love how relaxing this game is. Alright. So now we just back those guys into that siding. Then we go down and get the Ella cars and take them up to Ella, and then we'll sort out the Whittier cars. And then we gotta go up to Conley Creek and get the loggers. Good, I keep bumping it. I keep bumping my power strip. Alright. I love doing a little bit of shunting. Alright, those are delivered. So we're going to do shift open. So now, reverse. My switches are still aligned. Perfect. Then do 15. Now once we're off that switch from Whittier, we're going to flip that so the main line is active. gonna bump her up to 20 miles an hour. Let's see, company. How much do I need to start? So we're gonna get Ella taken care of. What do we want to do? But anyway, now we gotta go back to the yard. We're gonna drop her into neutral. So let's slow her down a bit to 50 miles an hour. So, what I meant to look at is how much is locations each with your engine service. How much is that? So the first phase, if I wanted to deliver 13 cars to the Ella bridge site, these cars would be delivered to the interchange next time the interchange is served. So we're not going to worry about that. But what I will do is get that started, and then I'll go and get the Ella bridge site started. So then passenger line can be ran between Whittier, Ella, was it Whittier, Ella, and Bryson would be the would be the next station along the line. Because I just want to open up the area so then passenger line can be ran a little bit up that way, and then we'll worry about all the branch lines later along with the contracts for up there. Yeah, we'll just throw that back in. Until where? So now we can go forward. Flip that, flip that, and then we'll set up points all the way to Ella. that's sorted. There we go. How are we doing? Now we're gonna go ahead and shunt these cars into place. Right. Back in the road. Now we're coupled up. Now I just... Oh wait. I don't have to step off the locomotive. We're gonna do this. Now we're connected. And now we are set to go forward. Pushing these guys forward. That was just a little bit of a shunt up to the west. It is beautiful though. Because I don't need to go slow through here. I can drive. There it is. I should probably start. I don't know about that. Now we're going through. Now we're going through Whittier. What's actually funny is I saw one of those lake crossing signs the other day right here in Boise, and and the name on it is labeled Pierce. So I'm wondering if there's a little section in Boise that used to be named Pierce. Because those signs are what, the mark of a town? If I'm right, but I might have to do some digging into some of the railroading history up here. We'll go and bump it back up to 25 miles an hour. And then we'll slow her down once I get close to Ella. What I find is that people connect, they don't ask anything. They just join, look around, and then leave. It's like if you want to join, you could just ask. But this is a nice little trick, though. Pretty much, I can bump her up to 30. But then I'll slow her down to 25 when I get to the S curve for Ella. So we're going to bump her down a little bit. But I still need to figure out the timetable function for this, because there's a way to do it with the auto engineer, but I think it might become more crystal clear once the next update comes out for Railroader, which could be some point in the near future. But I know they might be planning in the future to allow us to put down our own actual track. But I think the other game that I want to look into, well, two other games I might look into, might be Railroads Online, and maybe checking out that Wonders of Sodor game that recently came out. Because that game would bring back my childhood. But the only downside is it's by Dovetail Games, and they are notorious for making DLCs that's worth thousands of dollars just to buy. Like if you want all of them. And I think they're the only game company out there that does that, while everyone else keeps theirs at a decent price. Like you want a certain area, it's like $60. Well, I could just buy a expansion for American Truck Sim for less than 20. Well, less than 15 actually. It's like the only downside of that. It's like, I want to relive my childhood, but I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars just to relive my childhood. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and slow her down a little bit more. But how are we all doing, guys? then we're going to bump her down to 15 because I need to come into the sighting here in Ella. So, supply R1, yeah, so it is that line that I need to be on. So I have to crisscross, pull both cars back, and then they're both going onto the supply farm run that's right here on this line. Gotta love the whistle on this locomotive. Alright, let's bring it down to 10. Coming Pat. You know what I should have done since I was coming up here? I could have brought the passenger cars and did a quick passenger run between Ella and Whittier. Alright, 5. And drop her. Should be far enough off the switch. Reverse. Oh, switches again. Let's switch that. There we go. So now we gotta cross back over. The auto engineer actually makes job a lot easier, especially when you're shunting cars. Because it just makes it to where you can set it to a certain speed and it'll go that speed. And it also makes the passenger run a lot easier to do as well. So we're pretty much going to keep going until those cars are past the line. I feel like the A auto engineer yard could use a little bit of work. Because you have to switch between both. I wanted to bump up against the buffer. There we go. Forward. So now we're going to shunt those cars in. Then we got to go all the way back down to Whittier and get the sawmill car sorted out. And then go all the way up to Conley Creek. And that would... sort that out, and then there's the passenger line that needs to be ran for this day. There's a little bit to do still. And then I have both of the other two locomotives, number 1 and 2, fueled up and ready to go. keep pushing those cars in. Gotta make sure that they're tapped against the buffer. So now, those cars are shunted. Now we gotta go back down to Whittier. So that's, what? 5 cars sorted. I guess we'll walk on the platform. Crawl back in. Gonna close this door here. We're gonna go ahead and hit the reverse. Alright, back down to Whittier I go. How we doing, chat? Alright. I think I can now flip that. So now we're going to go forward. We're just going to keep at 5 miles an hour until I get over these crossovers. So then I can get back onto the main line and go all the way back down to Whittier, East Whittier, for that run. This locomotive is definitely getting the work put in today. I think the way you have to do it with the auto engineer is that you have to have 2 locomotives to run the passenger line. One that goes westbound, the other one that goes eastbound. So then you're not having to worry about the locomotives going in reverse. They're already set to do it. I think is the way they have to do it, but I'm gonna have to put it to the test. But I'm gonna have to get rid of the caboose. But that would be perfect for, like, if they did an update down the road. Like, yes, it's a mod where you can use Amtrak, but it would be nice to see them actually put in, like, an Amtrak locomotive. Alright, we're gonna flip that main line switch back. Alright, now back down to East Whittier. Alright, we'll keep those switches aligned because I just need a switcher for that switch. At the East Whittier interchange. I think what I'm going to do is set up the area for from through Gov Island all the way to Bryson. Do this little bit of the expansion first. And then I'll worry about this other half at a later point in time, all the way down the Silva. Because all these are based off of the Smoky Mountain region out of North Carolina. Now we are just working that other half of the line. Why is that custom mode on? How do you figure out what the custom mode does on my phone? Oh, let me turn my ringer off because that's a copyrighted ringer. And I don't need my mic picking it up if my phone goes off. But how we all doing, chat? We've been at this for an hour. Dang. I think what we'll do when I go to get the log cars, I'm going to just park up this locomotive. I'm going to take number 1 out. And maybe this locomotive. It comes in handy for doing the heavy freight cars. But it'll also be a good locomotive to use for the passenger line. Mario's number 1 for both. I think this game is set like way before like the actual towns were built, like when the towns were slowly being built. But I know in the next update they're wanting to actually do like actual mod support. So using the Steam Workshop for mods instead of us having to go to like Nexus mods and retrieve them, so it'll be really cool. I know they're doing a whole bunch of new coding and making things a lot easier too for the near future for this. You know what I can do is, since I'm down here, you know what I'm gonna do, a smarter move. I'm gonna get down past the switch, and I'm gonna go get the log cars. Since I'm going back to Whittier anyway, I might as well just go get the log cars now, bring them down, shunt them into place, and then do the east, the Whittier sawmill cars that's sitting in the yard. Then that kills 2 birds with 1 stone. on that front run. So we'll go ahead and do that. Go ahead and bring it down to actually 15 since I'm coming through a yard. Because technically those are the last two things I need to do for all the freight cars. And then I can do the passenger run. Maybe do a couple passenger runs. And then set it forward to day 3. Because we're on day 2 right now. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I'm gonna try to go back forward. Because I just had a thought. Alright, we're gonna flip this switch. Are set. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, so and I don't want to butcher it. But how you doing this morning? Alright, and then we're gonna flip that switch. Then when I come back down, the switches are set for East Whittier. So now these lines are set so that I can go pick up the log cars. That's up here on L2. Turn that down a little bit. I just realized the game is probably a little bit louder. So now we go 3-mile track up to the north to pick up these log cars. Yeah, you can join. I don't know why none of my bots are working. That's weird that none of my bots are working for this. All of my night bots should be working, but I think it's broken. Oh, there you go, man. Let's see. Yep. That's the wrong thing. So, the cruise. Employees will go ahead and set you up to a train master and set you up to a crew. Alright. How about things that still need to be done? Those Whittier cars need to be sorted, and then I have the passenger line. Passenger cars that's sitting up on right outside the Whittier station. Let me see if I got anything else. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Company. Tier 1, no change. Bridge site set. And I need to eventually buy some cars for the other log cars. Oh, there goes Nightbot. So Nightbot now wants to work. Lovely. Even though I have it set up for both channels, I don't know why it just doesn't want to work for both. But now it's working. Looks like I think he's gonna sort out those cars. So I think he's gonna go ahead and sort out the Whittier cars while I pick up these log cars. So where am I at? I am... Okay, I'm almost to the cars. Perfecto. That's actually nice to see that both chats actually want to work, so that's a good sign. Alright, there's my log cars. AER. Should be enough to couple up. And there we go. So now those are set. Alright, so now, before I get moving, operations, unload, sync. Alright. Handbrake gets released on that car. Handbrake gets released on those. So now, we'll just turn those lamps on the locomotive. And we are going to start to make our way down toward the yard. Alright. Road, forward. And we'll go ahead and bring her down with a 50-mile-an-hour load. Hello, Scott. How you doing?
Nothing much. Just bored.
Would you like to come join?
Maybe. Hey, here you go. Hey.
Let's see,
cool.
where's he at? Oh, he's got that, so that line should be clear for me to come all the way down.
As long as we ain't ready to go back in this cage in a second.
Oh, I forgot you were babysitting the puppy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even go to bed last night until like about 2:30 a.m.
Mm.
To where I didn't even move till like 8:30.
Hey. Oh shit, hey, come here. Hey. Mother. Hey. Come here.
But it's actually nice to see that my Nightbot's working for YouTube. I don't know why it's not. Oh, I think I know why it's not working for Twitch. Is because I'm not logged into it. That might be why. I need to figure out another bot for that. Oh, nice.
Freaking high. Yeah, I already fed it.
Thank you, Mr. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, but thank you for your subscription for YouTube. I don't know why, but my stream Elements is running a little bit slower than usual. But now I see your subscription, but and thank you for that.
He got up like a couple minutes ago. If you want to get him out and just keep an eye on him. I mean, you did it yesterday. Just make sure you watch. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. What's even happening?
Huh?
What's even happening?
All the sisters down here wanted to take care of the dog.
I'm gonna readjust my mic slightly. There we go. I'm glad I can turn the tab off because I don't need it because I know where these cars are going. as we are heading back down for the main line. You got those cars sorted pretty quick. I think he's heading up for the passenger cars. So that mainline switch is set. Because I think the only thing that's left is to get these cars sorted and then let the passenger line be ran. Followed by a couple of log cars to take back up. And then the main line is clear for me to come down and come on down through. And then I would just flip that main line switch. Bring it down to 15. There we go. Let's see. I feel like how much is the next loco that I can get? That's not a little bad locomotive.
Hey, I'm back.
How you doing?
Not bad.
I'm gonna need to go for a while to get another locomotive. We are just chilling now. We got one guy who's helped me out. He's doing the passenger run between Whittier and Ella. I just want to call him Pie. Or I'll just call him JJ. I think that'll be simply. it's all the way back past the shed before I switch that line. Can I switch it? I can switch it. Alright, so now we're gonna back in these log cars. I'm trying to debate if I want to get a couple more log cars just to take up, or just stick with these ones for now. Gonna put her down to 5 miles an hour as I back her in. So I'm gonna have to back this in and then flip this locomotive around using the triangle.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Need to do something.
You're good. Alright. Now I gotta step off and handbrake on. And we'll go ahead and uncouple that.
Oh, I reached up to 25 followers on Twitch.
Nice.
I'm up to 30 if I'm mistaken.
I think I'm right around that ballpark on Twitch as well. I am currently at... Oh, I'm almost an affiliate too. The only thing I need to become an affiliate is a minimum of 3 average viewers on 4 different days. I need to update my profile banner for Twitch with my current logo.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to get to, is just being a pain in my ass.
Here's your top chatter, Aaron.
Huh?
Aaron's my top chatter for Twitch.
I think Aaron looked at one of my streams.
I am currently at 31 followers on Twitch. So I'm not doing half bad. And I'm at 308 subscribers on YouTube. So now I'm gonna go flip my locomotive around.
Wait, are you hopping on the server tonight?
On the RP
Hey,
server,
DJ.
probably not.
Aye.
What's up, DJ?
How's your day going?
There's no sucky glug glug because I'm on my phone, not my PC. So
No.
you know,
Yeah, you'd be blurring out my chat if you did that.
exactly. So how's Railroader going for you?
Railroader's going pretty good. I have one guy actually on here helping me out to where he's doing the passenger line between Ella and Whittier. While I
Nice.
was finishing bringing the log cars down from Conley Creek.
Nice.
Ah, Scotty coming in with the subscription.
Man, I got to witness something awesome today.
What did you witness?
I got to witness an oversized load strike a freaking overpass.
Wait,
He
what?
shut down the whole left lane.
Let me guess, he took out the bridge.
No, they messed up their freight though. And they broke the top piece off. There were about 10 state troopers there. That's how you know you really messed up.
Well, I think what truck drivers need to start doing is measuring how high their load is and marking
No,
that
they were-
and making sure that they don't go under any overpasses that are under that height limit.
No, they are required by law to do that.
Are they? I've
Yeah.
seen a bunch, especially up here in Idaho, that don't do that. Like, we have a bridge in Twin Falls that's been hit 3 times by 3 different truck drivers.
Makes sense. So yeah, no, when it comes to doing oversize, you're to calculate your route and all that stuff. You have to pre-plan your route. And the pilot cars, there's always only a pilot car with those long sticks that matches the height of the cargo that you're hauling. So the fact that they should have done a better job. But that's their own fault. But they did strike the bridge,
So where are you at?
so almost Wichita.
Oh, you're in Kansas.
Yeah, we're in Kansas right now. It's windier than heck. If you couldn't tell.
I forgot. Have you been driving since midnight last night?
Absolutely.
Damn.
I got a little tired. Wanted to take a 30-minute nap and just sleep for almost 4 hours. So, run a split now.
Yeah, I was about to say you're gonna have to get going. You say you don't want to have to be there until Tuesday?
I'm gonna be there Monday night, dog.
At the rate you're going.
Game. I know how to play the game. I'm gonna stop in Greensburg again. That's what I go to.
Yeah. I am really enjoying just doing Railroader without all the mods. But I know in the next...
EP38.
No,
That's what I thought.
I don't have it enabled right now.
You're running all the way, huh?
Yeah, I'm running all vanilla. I know the next update for Railroader, they're going to hopefully introduce mod support for the Steam Workshop.
That would be nice.
To where then we don't have to keep going the Nexus mod for all these other mods.
Yeah, that's true.
Go ahead and flip that. Yeah, pretty much I'm doing what you're doing is that I'm starting to open up the line between Ella and Bryson. Before I even do the silver portion. Because I'd rather get, the westbound side built up first. So I have the first leg of the cars ready to be delivered. Next time the interchange is served.
Wait, what? Robert.
What? What? Yes, Scott.
Look at my screen.
I can't really look at your
Start
screen.
streaming. Copyright.
What?
And
I can't really see it that well.
I mean you can't.
Oh, wait. Is it?
Is that better?
So, wait. They're... Oh, that's funny that they send you an actual email for copyright. Like, the little things that I get copyright for is, like, just my intro music, even though it's non-DCMA.
Wait, who got a copyright?
Scott did for live streaming on YouTube. And normally when I get a copy struck, it's for, like last time I got a copy struck was for the music in NASCAR 25. Because that's all copyrighted music.
Technically,
Wait,
you can't
how-
copyright it if it's in the game already.
Yeah, but the problem is that the
Hold on.
game owns the license to the music. I don't even know how that works. I think
Yeah,
there's
so
something
you're
weird.
playing the game. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like you're like, and it gives credit to it because it shows who's the fuck the song's playing and all that stuff, doesn't it?
Not NASCAR 25, it doesn't.
Really?
Okay,
They
this-
did for
I don't-
NASCAR Heat 5, it shows who
What's that?
plays the song.
Wait, how did that get act? No wonder why I got copy strikes.
Why?
Like,
How the fuck did this get on here? I never uploaded this to YouTube.
What, the sound?
No! The live stream last night.
Did you do it on Twitch or YouTube?
I did it on fucking Twitch.
That's weird.
this is why I stream on TikTok because I don't worry about copyright and all that stuff.
Well,
I can listen to whatever songs I want.
yeah, right now I'm just using YouTube for
What
now.
the hell?
I still want to figure out how to actually do TikTok.
You need to download TikTok Studios.
Yeah, I have it downloaded. I just, like, I want to be able to have, like, my custom intros and stuff that I use for Twitch and YouTube. But I don't think there is a way to do that.
I think there is. I think they have ways to do that.
Yeah, this is literally the mean. What the? How did this get uploaded? I never uploaded this last night.
Hang on, let me... I am live. Hang on. Yeah, that is weird because your bot says you went live on
On Twitch.
Twitch. So why is this shown on YouTube? That's bizarre.
No wonder why I got a fucking blocked.
I-
Please.
What did you use to stream last night?
Streamlabs. The one, or the thing I use always.
Is it set fuel dual?
No?
Oh, that's very bizarre then. I would just take it down.
I'm taking it down right now.
Because that is very bizarre.
YouTube, I'm apologizing. I did not mean to get pissed off, but I'm so sorry.
There
Oh,
it
you
is.
apologize to YouTube? I literally told TikTok can go F itself for its AI and everything. I kept saying that on my life.
Well, fucking YouTube's starting to go.
YouTube honestly is starting not to make any sense because, like, creators should be able to use the music because technically, if you think about it, once music is released, it's public domain from the artist.
Technically, yes.
So I don't know why they're going saying, oh, it's copyrighted, when at the end of the day, it's technically public domain. Because it's being released to the public, and the public can listen to it, use it, as long as they give the credit to the artist.
So, bro, the thing is, I seen this in my emails. I was like, wait, what is that?
Oh, you know why you get the copyright strike? Just because if you turn a profit or anything off that video, with using songs and
Hmm.
all that stuff.
I think
The
that's
person
Like-
who made the music doesn't get any compensation or anything for, you know,
Yeah.
you gaining profit. That's the only reason why.
I don't want to make money off the music. I want to make money off of the content that I'm making.
I do too. I would love to have some money. No, I'm kidding.
That's what I'm just saying.
I just want life to have fun.
I
That's
know.
all I ever want to do.
That's
Right,
why,
that's
like,
why-
Freaking-
like you could do it on Twitch. They're not gonna care. They'll just mute it. And then TikTok
That's
just
why-
doesn't care. They just their only rule is don't be live streaming movies, and that's it. Well, movies
I
and
have-
live sport
Or
events.
doing dangerous stuff like driving a semi truck. Stupid AI.
I used to had
Mm.
I used to do live streams on TikTok.
Hmm.
Did it once and then like
I'm thinking about it. Like right now, the only thing I have set up for a TikTok live stream is American Truck Simulator. I'd have to go through and set up everything else.
Bro, that pisses me off. What the fuck, man?
I will say I
Who the
get
hell is
copy
watching
struck,
on
but it's
TV?
for like the intro music that I use. So now I just use the sounds that YouTube provides just to avoid it.
Did I ever fix?
Technically, if you
forgot.
bought the licensing deal that YouTube has to offer, same with Twitch, you could play copyrighted music without worrying about getting that strike.
Hmm. But how in the
But you
world do
have
you
to
go
purchase
about
license.
that though?
And it's a whole freaking process.
Where's the
and a whole
recording
deal.
shit?
That just seems like complicated. Like I feel like YouTube, Twitch makes it way too complicated. When at the end of the day, like we're not looking to profit off the music. We just want to use the music for our content.
Yeah,
We're
I
not,
wish
like-
YouTube.
We're not using like the music to profit.
Oh, like I said, I just wish YouTube would understand that.
But YouTube keeps changing their rules, and it's like, and you wonder why you might be losing content creators who
Bad
move
if
to
people are
other.
growing up and realize they gotta get a job.
Hmm. Well,
What's the recording?
that's where I say like,
I do it.
no, I'm saying like, for people like us who are special needs and may not be able to go out and let's say get a job.
Mhm. It's just tough to make your mark now because you have so much competition. Everybody's trying to take the
I know.
quote-unquote easy way out instead
Like-
of getting a job by being a content creator, but there's so much that goes into being a content creator.
I
It
know.
all depends on what kind of content you're trying to provide.
Hmm. No, like for me, like I just do gaming because that's what I like. Most people are like, well, you want to grow as a content creator, you do one game and you stick at it. I'm like, that gets boring. Like, I tried that when I first started YouTube, I got nowhere.
Yeah.
To where I started branching out. Like, sure, my very first videos were Call of Duty Mobile, all the way back in September of 2019.
Right.
And then I just expanded from there. I like how his pet's just down here. Alright, we're going to park number 3 right here. For now.
They gotta record so when
Until I can flip the time forward for for another day. We're gonna put that on.
Yeah, I love the wind.
God, I love this locomotive.
Hi guys, welcome to my American Truck Sim playthrough.
I'm about to say, if I do another stream, like, it's like I don't necessarily want to do 5M.
I'll be back in a second.
And like I was telling Scotty, like, I don't necessarily want to run LSPD. I want to run the Civ department.
Okay.
So where, because my idea was to take the ERS server, which is the vMenu server, just make that for ERS only, so you don't really have any civs, and just use all the civ stuff for Qbox, which I want to do testing on, but it's a matter of Jack be able to get that server started so we can start testing, even though we should start doing that back in end of February, early March. So where technically I can start it. Because we have everything that we need. I think the only last bits and pieces is getting the dealership set up for all the custom civilian cars. And then just testing the different jobs and scripts around the area and making adjustments. But I would love just to do a live stream on that. ERS is fun, but it also kind of gets repetitive. I think now I'm just chilling and waiting until I can flip the time forward. See, was the other guy up to? I think he's running another line up to Ella. Yeah, he's running another line up to Ella. I think what I'm going to do is I might buy a couple of cars to take up to let's see, Conley Creek. Which one is P1? So P1 is Pulpwood. So that takes about 5 cars. P2. Where's P2 at? So P2 is the other line right next to L2. So what I could do is sell pulpwood. So P2 can take 5 cars. P1 can take 5 cars. L3 can use 12. P3 and 4. Where's P3 and 4? Oh, P3 and 4 are these lines, I think, right here, right? Oh, no, P3, P4. So it can take 12 cars? So that would be 6 on each line. So 6 and... So that's 12... 5. 12 and 5, that is 17. Which I could get 17 cars. To run up that way. How much would it be to buy 17 cards, or do I just buy the 12? So I can make a little bit more money off of those. Let's see. Because if I buy the pulpwood rack, so that's a 40-footer. How much would it be to buy all 17? All 17 would be 9,000. What I could do, I'm trying to think what I could do, because that's going to take a minute. I don't necessarily want to use the money cheat just to buy those cars. Where is he at? So he's on his way back down to Whittier. I mean, I guess we're just going to have to rock with those log cars for now. Because I don't want to... I want to try to save up to get some of those pulp cars.
Back.
Welcome back.
Rock time.
Alright, so those are in place. That's being filled up with wood chips. And then the log cars are being unloaded. I'm wondering, can I label these? So then I can just put them as these just go on this line only.
Where did DJ go?
I think he's definitely was driving, I think. But I don't really know. I was trying to tell him, like, I don't necessarily want to hop on the 5M server now because I really don't really have any interest in doing PD anymore. I just want to do civilian.
Have you talked to Pika about?
Well, I'm already the civ director.
Mm.
And I don't want to be running two departments, which is why, because I know you enjoy law enforcement. To where you'd be the chief for both servers. But that is, like, completely your decision if you want. We're going to just take over LSPD.
I mean, I don't really mind.
But the one thing I really just want to focus on is getting the Qbox server running. Because, like, I know the only thing we were waiting on was the dealership to get set up. For the add-on cars, I know those were being buggy. But I'm about to just say screw it here in a little while and just start the Qbox server and do some testing. Because we're sitting on so many assets in that server.
Yeah.
To where, like, I would like to do testing even if not everything is set up. To where I was saying earlier, like, we should have been doing that testing. So then some of the jobs and stuff can be worked out. I have a Sandy PD pack ready to go. But I just have to take some of the cars out of that file, or else it collides with Devin's State Patrol pack. So technically you would have Sandy PD, Paleto Bay. I think there's even Grapeseed PD. But I have to look at that 22 wheeling pack again.
Does that mean I can be able to get a personal?
Well, right now I'm trying not to put in any more vehicles with lights because of all the issues that we're having. Because I still need to sit down and fix the F-150 for state. I think Pikachu has decided to take out the broken command vehicles for fire. Because we keep trying to fix them, they just keep breaking somehow. So I think those are probably going to get taken out. But I don't know if Pikachu's actually done it yet. I'm not going to be able to ask him until, like, Tuesday. No, I won't be able to ask him for a couple weeks since he's going out of town. So that does me nothing.
I mean, can you not just text him?
I mean, I could, but I'm not going to do it right this second. And he's not in cell range, so I can't simply ask him. Oh, he is coming down pretty dang fast. Down the line there. But I am really thinking about starting up that Qbox server. No.
Yeah.
Man, guy is coming in pretty damn fast. Where's he going? I think he's going... Oh, he's going into the yard. If he doesn't have the passenger cars, then I'm a fast forward time. To the day 3. Dang, dude. He is going fast down the track there. Alright. I'm gonna go in fast forward time. Forward.
Wait a fucking second. I've seen something.
What?
Oh, this is the one in cars.
Alright. We're gonna throw the switch. Because I think what I'm gonna do is use the bigger locomotive and grab the bridge parts to go back up to Ella. That line's already set. Close that out. And I'll worry about moving a lot of cars in a little bit. Alright, we're gonna go and back her up. So we got the Ella Bridge Site concrete. Oh, I think he already grabbed the cars. That is perfect. Because I believe the diesel stand is also the other thing that got delivered. So we can set up a diesel locomotive here soon. I see him down there. No, wait for him to clear the line. Once he clears that line, I'll switch the point so that I can go on it. Alrighty. Who's pinging? I mean, even if I do jump in, I might just cruise around. Or do DOT.
What's up?
I think if I do hop on later, I might just do DOT. Alright. We've been at this for 2 hours.
This sounds pretty freaking good.
What is?
The siren pack, or the, not siren pack.
Oh, weapons pack?
Um,
I think we have in a custom weapons pack sounds. But I would have to double check the files.
I don't like these. These sounds pretty good.
I don't know where we're gonna. AE Road. We are set. And we are gonna run all the way to Ella. Make sure that my points are set. Alright. I am set. I like this guy. He is very helpful. Oh, you know what I did forget to do? gonna stop my loco real quick. Because I forgot to check the cars. Did all these get oiled? No, they did not. They all need to be oiled. I forgot to oil these up, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. So I don't have a hot box issue. Alright, now we're good. I forgot to oil those up before I started moving. Whoopsies.
Work for Shaggy.
Yeah, if I was to push all those up to LR1, those cars would have a hot box issue.
Put it on top. Fire or something like that.
Yeah, it would mean that the car would start taking damage because of metal on metal contact, so where it would eventually spark. So, yeah, you could say in a way it would catch fire. Which is why you always want to keep those bearings oiled, especially on a trip that I'm doing. At least getting phase 1 out of the way. I'm so happy about this, so I'm going to do the heavy pushing. Oh, he's... Where is he? Oh, he might be taking those back to Common Creek. Doing pretty well, though. Slow that down a little bit. That's actually going pretty well. I think the only other thing that would need to get done after these cars get dropped off is the log cars going back to back up into L2. At some point I should just buy the logging locomotive to keep up there.
Would that be a good idea?
Yeah.
You?
What, to have a logging locomotive up there? Yeah. Because, like, I want to put a shunter up in Conley Creek. So if I buy the pulp cars eventually, I can have a logging locomotive up there that can handle the log cars and then eventually getting those sorted where then they can be brought back down into the Whittier sawmill. And the same would eventually go for the entire area around Bryson as well. Because all of this is based off of North Carolina, actually. The Smoky Mountain region in North Carolina.
Oh.
So I think they're wanting to do the lower 48 states, which would take a very long time. Guys, that's what? About maybe 100,000 miles or more of track. I mean, I would love to see them do that, including, especially tracks that aren't used nowadays, would be really neat to see. I guess that means you're intact. We're gonna bump down to 15 since I'm coming into Ella. I might as well check the cars up here, see if they're ready to be moved back down into Whittier once I drop these off. How much is the first diesel locomotive?
Hey guys,
What's up, Tommy?
not much. You
Just playing Railroader and chilling.
said you name it Santa.
No, because I haven't been paying attention to it because I've been live streaming.
Oh, not pick up.
So first,
That's it.
dang, that's a pricey little diesel. Well, at least I don't have to use this game first. Uh-huh.
Now high the fire.
You had a Red Bull?
Yeah, from automatic. Hey,
Metaphorically, not actually.
How
Son
good?
of a Mark.
Huh?
Red Bull. Now, I did
The fire did.
my work
That don't sound about
at
right.
our house. LOL. That's funny though.
Yeah, I need to do some. I think here in a little bit I might wrap up my stream and do a little dev work.
I would have a people went to mom or something.
I don't know why, but at the same time I'm burnt to have a 5M.
What you did so much.
No, I've been just going at it for the last 2 or 3 years. So I'm actually enjoying just playing games. Which is why I only want to do civilian, not law enforcement anymore.
Okay. I wish someone have a webboard truck on 5M.
Well, sadly, that it would have to be the whatever the GTA brand is.
Okay. Oh, but that's so alive.
No, I'm saying it's whatever the GTA brand is because of branding. I get that shunted into place. Alright. Now that bridge expansion is ready to go. Handbrake on that car. Handbrake on that car is applied. And now we are set with those cars now delivered. Again, head back down toward Ella. Alright, those cars are good. Now I'm gonna check the freight cars up here in Ella, see if they're ready to be moved out. Alright. Close the console for now. Hmm. Alright. Alright, bro, let's do stop. Yeah. What's the... So those cars are still good for a while, so they're not even going to be ready to move anytime soon. Alright, well, I guess I am going to head back down the line to Whittier. Alrighty, now we're just heading down the line. What are you boys up to?
Thinking about if I want to watch the rest of Wicked for good. See what happens.
Oh, Wicked is really good. I love both of the movies.
No, I hate the movie. Fuck off.
What, Wicked?
Yes.
The only thing I don't like about it is just the fact that Ariana Grande is way too high pitched.
No,
But I love the actress who plays Alphaba. She does a really good
You mean
job.
the witch?
Well, she's not the... They call her a witch, but in all actuality, she's not really the Wicked Witch. There's like a whole lore behind it. So we're like, in the original Wizard of Oz, they just called her the Wicked Witch of the West. And then Wicked comes out, what? 60 years later? Following the actual, like, story.
Well, the thing is, from the Wizard of Oz, the old one.
Yeah, 1930.
Yeah, and it has been a new sort of new.
Yeah.
With the Wizard of Oz and all.
Well, Wicked is the story before Dorothy. That's why, like, you get clips of Dorothy in Wicked. They're not going to show the actress who plays her because they want to keep the respect to Judy Garland.
Yeah. Wait, is that why they didn't put
That's
Dorothy
why,
in?
Yeah, that's why they didn't put Dorothy in Wicked. It's because they had an actress play her, but they didn't show her because of that respect to Judy Garland in the original Wizard of Oz. Because those shoes that she wore are pretty famous.
Yeah, she from...
Okay,
The ruby red slippers.
Okay, what I will say... Sorry.
You know what she from my state?
What, Judy Garland?
Yeah.
I never knew that. That's good to know.
You don't.
Okay, so you know the guy, the Great Wizard of Oz, the old man.
Yeah, the guy that plays the wizard in what? Are you referring to old or new?
Like the new,
So the guy who
The new
plays the
one.
wizard.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Isn't
not.
that, what's his, isn't what, what's his, why does that look like that dude from, you know that, or not Carvana, but,
What, from Marvel?
you know that how, I don't think I ever seen him in a
No,
Marvel movie.
No, he plays, he's the Grandmaster in Thor Ragnarok. He also plays, the one doctor in Jurassic Park. In all the Jurassic movies. I know his name,
Oh,
it's
no.
just not coming to me. I know who you're talking about.
What? Yeah, but why does he kind of look like that dude from, you know that house, thing you can be able to go on and, like, you know, he goes on and on in his commercials for, like,
Oh,
can't remember the name, or, like,
oh,
the
for
name of the
hotels, Jeff
company.
Goldblum for Hotels.com.
Yeah,
Or Apartments. Yeah, that's him.
yeah. Why does that look like him?
It is him.
It's fucking wild.
Jeff Goldblum does a lot of things. He played the Doctor in Jurassic Park for all the Jurassic films. He's been in a lot of Marvel movies. He plays the Wizard in both Wickeds.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of movies, and he's like one of my favorite actors.
He's actually really cool.
Yeah. Like, if I had to meet an actor, I would love to meet Jeff Goldblum.
Me too.
Because he seems like a pretty chill guy to talk to.
Yeah. Now, what's her name in the, you literally said her name. Not
What?
the witch, but,
Ariana Grande?
yeah.
Yeah. Like, I like her as a person, but I feel like for Wicked, they went a little too high-pitched with her.
Yeah, it seems like it is a little bit. But, like, I can't even notice the high pitch from what she does.
Yeah, she kind of, like, sings the notes a little bit higher than what I think it
Yeah.
is.
Isn't that cool how they put her in, you know the old cartoon, old, you remember from the old, cartoon, or that, not cartoon, but that show she was in and was playing as that redhead kid?
I was like, I wouldn't even know what show you're talking about. If it was years ago, I probably wouldn't know it.
Victoria?
I would have to
Yeah.
look it up, then see if it rings a bell. But I
It's
know
that
one
art-
actress
it's like
who
that
just...
art school. It's like that art school with like they do like like music or like the students are like
Are you
sings, dance, and all that shit.
are you referring to Glee?
What?
Glee, because that sounds like the show you're referring to.
Never heard of that.
Glee came out like years ago. It was like maybe 2010s.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. No, I'm talking about Oh, I remember what the name was. Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah, have you never seen that?
It's probably been years. But I don't watch that many films with Ariana Grande in it because I don't like her like that.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's cool how they put her, put her in there,
Hmm.
or had her in that show.
Hmm. I think you took the log cars up.
Huh?
No, was just trying to figure out what was going on.
Before you got up, I heard you said, I think Scott, or like, I
No,
think you liked her or something.
no. I was trying to figure out what the other guy was doing, but I think he's taking the log cars back up to L2. So I'm gonna run the passenger line for a minute.
Like, there's so many old TV shows like from back then. I could think about right off the top of my head.
Hmm. There's a lot of good old classic TV shows out there.
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
more like the ones back from
Like our childhood.
like mine and yours.
I must say, I think that's when TV was at its best. Nowadays, it's
Yeah.
like, you look at a children's show, it's now just more, like, I get educational based, but it also just feels like brain rot at the same time.
Yeah, like I don't understand for about like some of the new cartoon maybe or like some of the what you said, like some of the new ones are coming out.
Hmm. Like,
I don't understand like a couple of them.
I don't understand them either.
Like I really like some of the old movies too from back then,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like some of the new ones.
I
Like
must-
Wicked is good.
Wicked's really good because it ties back in with the original Wizard of Oz. And that's what I
Yeah.
like about it, is that you still keep the feel of the original Wizard of Oz while also bringing in Elphaba's backstory of the Wicked Witch of the West. Which is what I love.
Yeah.
But the only downside that I also like about it is that they also did the story for the Wicked Witch of the West, which was her sister. But we don't fully get to see her as the Wicked Witch of the East.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my old buddy Tim. How you doing, man? Alright, now... Like, I love Wicked. Like, I think it's one of the good movies that came out. Especially if you like Broadway-type musicals.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite, like, Broadway musical, I would have to put as my number one will always be Phantom of the Opera. Nothing goes wrong with that.
Yeah. And like, it's like there's like so many like back in my childhood. There
Well,
was,
we
like,
both have the same childhood.
pretty much.
Like, we had good
Uh-huh.
TV shows. Like, I grew up with some TV shows from the 80s. Like, the original, like, you remember Thomas and Friends?
Yeah.
Like, when they did the models and then they slowly switched to CGI in, like, 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was a good
Yeah.
show. It was educational. It taught you a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And Thomas and Friends will always have a special place. Because it
Yeah,
kind of,
for
like,
real.
taught you, like, problem solving, like, social cues. Like, it kind of just taught you, like, that whole scope. And now shows nowadays is, like, what? Math and stuff? Like,
Pretty much like now.
Nowadays, like, shows are more like, I get they want kids to learn and stuff, but it's also like, look at our childhood. We had, like, We had like Hit Entertainment. We had Cartoon Network. Now everything else is just brain rot.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate it. Like, I hate when people tease me because I watch, like, from back then.
Like every once in a while, I'll go back and I'll watch my childhood show. But when I saw that
Yeah.
Thomas and Friends game came out, like I want to get it, but at the same time, I look at who the developer is. Like I'm not really interested in wanting to get it because it's Dovetail Games, and most of their DLCs cost an arm and a leg to get.
Well, what pisses me off from like when I was little, I used to watch that show you said.
Yeah, Thomas and Friends.
What pissed me off the worst now is how they decided to change it up and make it look a lot more.
Oh, like when they
childish.
went to the cartoon version.
Yeah, like have you seen?
Yeah, I've seen all engines go. It's depressing. And I get that they wanted to do it, but Mattel has come to realize, and they've kind of switched back to the CGI for this year. It still kind of looks funky. Not gonna lie, but I think what they should, if they were gonna go back to the CGI, they go back to the CGI like from like I think what they started doing the actual CGI in 2012 all the way up to 2024. Like that CGI was fine. And it still kept like the original lore that that Reverend Audrey wanted.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that rig pisses me off how, like, back then they had, it was good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
But now, with how they have it, like, more cartoon vibe going on with it.
Like, I liked it, like, I wish, and I kind of get what happened with Hit Entertainment, how that whole thing fell through. But I love that, like, they did, like, the model railroad version of it, though. From the 80s up to the early 2000s. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
And, like, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with it. To where I almost had every single take-along. Like, you remember the original take-alongs that they did with the plastic track?
Yeah.
Like, I used to have every single one of those locomotives. I used to have, like, the original wooden railway before they were, like, back when they used, like, I think it was lead paint that they used.
Yeah. But the funniest thing is, I did too.
Like, it's why, like, I like cars. It's why I like American Truck Sim. It's why I like a game like Railroader. Is because, like, everything that I kind of just grew up with.
Yeah.
And it's the one thing that I still love. And, like, yeah, I'll go back and I'll watch the original series just to relive my childhood. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. And it's like, and the one thing that I still want to do, though, is if I was ever to get space big enough, I want to set up, like, an entire model railroad layout that has, like, a few Thomas and Friends locomotives mixed with real-life locomotives. Something that I can share with the nephews in the future. Because right now, my nephew Damien, he loves my little Bachmann train. But I'm just worried about him breaking the engine. Because, like, just to buy a whole new drive for it is like $200.
Yeah. Well, like I said, like, back then, when I first seen, like, seen that, seen it, I was just full on obsessed with it, and
Hmm.
like every time me and my Nana would always go out there at the Walmart,
Huh?
we always went over to like
I just
you
get
know
zoned out.
where it is, and like I almost had like the full collection
Hmm.
like back then.
Yeah, so did I. Like, I used to have all the little take-alongs. And I think those got thrown out maybe 2012 or 2013. It was somewhere along the lines of that.
Yeah.
So I wish I actually, you want to know what's funny? I might actually still have one in a shoebox under my bed. I think it's of the narrow gauge engine sir handle. I think I still have that one little locomotive.
Hmm.
But I still have like most of my Hot Wheels from my childhood that
Yeah.
I gave to my nephews to play with. Because I was like, I don't have a use for them, I might as well pass them down.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's cool, like how you could be able to collect all these. Like it's
Hmm?
cool.
And they're so hard to find nowadays, though, too. Like, if you're looking for, like, the old Tommy Thomas and Friends, they're pretty hard to come by unless you're looking on eBay. Or
Yeah.
going to, like, a thrift store. Because, like, I don't mind the new Trackmaster stuff, like, that they've come out with over the years. They look pretty neat, minus the all-engine go nonsense. Which I think Mattel realized was a mistake.
Yeah.
Which is why they switched back to kind of to the CGI based of Thomas and Friends. But I feel like they could have gone back to what they did back in 2024. That would have been a good idea. Instead of changing the animation like 3 different times. I get they want to appeal to kids, but it's like you're also annoying the older generation by continually changing it.
I'm not gonna lie, one of my other childhood like movies from back then.
Hmm.
Have you ever heard that song Bob the Builder?
Yeah, Bob the Builder, I grew up with that. That's why, like, anytime someone's like, Bob the Builder, can you fix it? I'm like, no. Things are always going to be broken. We can't fix that. If you can't fix me, Bob can't fix me.
Mm.
I think they tried to reboot it a couple of years ago, but that fell through the cracks hard.
Yeah.
I would say Bob the
Bob-
Builder was kind of cool for our generation, but also I think it was okay, but also on the slight creepy side, too.
Yeah.
Along with Handy Manny, you remember that show as well?
Annie Manny?
Yeah, with the talking
What's it?
tools.
Yes. Yes, I remember that.
That was a
Um,
good show as well.
Yes.
And then I
Right.
think there was also Go Diego Go, the original Dora the Explorer.
No, don't get me started on those two.
Yeah,
I can't stand those two.
I can't stand them either. But those were good for our generation as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a
Well-
lot, though, as well.
Yeah. Well, literally the only thing, or like, the only couple of movie or like actual shows I like from back then was like, you know, Thomas and Friends
Uh,
back
th-
then.
I
Bob
wish
Builder.
there was one Thomas and Friends film that I wish they could have done more of. That they could have integrated into the series after 2000.
Mm,
You remember Thomas and the Magic Railroad?
Yes, I remember that movie.
Like, that movie was really good, and I wish they could have done more with Lady than just the one film. Like, Lady is,
Yeah.
like, the one engine that's, like, really special to the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Because it bridged that gap between fantasy and realism. Like, she was a real locomotive, but then when she came on the Sodor, then it just sparked the entire magic that Sodor has. And I kind of like the idea of, like, the Shining Time and blending that into Sodor. And I wish they did more of that. But that's like 26 years in the past.
Yeah. I think it was kind of funny when, I think it was kind of funny from back then from that movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny how Thomas went through the buffers and went on to the other side.
Oh yeah, then he
Here
went down the mountain.
Yes.
I find like how he just went through the dirt even though there were no tracks.
Yeah.
That
like,
that
how
part
his-
was funny.
Yeah,
but it's
and
like-
how his how he was still just like his wheels was moving and all.
Mm-hmm.
I figured, wait, if a train was off the rails, would his wheels not be turning though?
They would stop turning because once you hit the dirt, physics would take over. But it's Thomas and
Yeah.
Friends. They were using their imagination.
Mhm.
And you can't be mad
Fair
about
enough.
that.
I'm not mad. I'm just saying it was funny as hell.
It was funny as hell, and that was like one of the good movies. So some people hate it, but the way I see it, it was like one of the very first. Well, not one of the very first Thomas and Friends films. I mean, there's like the one where they did Discovery, calling all engines.
Yeah.
Like, all those were good, especially like when they had like the educational base to it. Like, it's just sad that they don't make shows like that anymore. And you wonder
Yeah.
why now, like, you see all these new shows, and you wonder why kids nowadays are struggling with education. Like, I know there
Yeah,
are some
wait.
schools out there, like, there are kids out there who can't even read a clock. Like an
Yeah.
standard analog clock.
Yeah. And I guess I kind of wish they would have just made more like that.
Another thing
Right.
is, like, I have a friend, her name is Crystal. She doesn't even know how to read. Like, she can read certain words, but she can't, like, physically, like, spell them out. I'm like,
Yeah.
did you not go to school when you were younger for this, or did they just pass you through? And just said, this is not our problem. Like, I feel like our education system is so severely broken.
Yeah. Well, I kind of feel like they did the exact same thing to me when I was in school, because I can't really read that good.
No, like, when I was in school, like, I struggled with certain things. Like, I was never put into special ed because I was way too high functioning. But I had, like, the 504 plan and the ISP in place for accommodations. Like, I had one teacher, and it was third grade where I cussed her out so bad. And it was the first time I ever dropped the F-bomb.
The first time you ever said the F-bomb.
Yeah, the F word. Because I think, if I remember right, that day I called her a motherfucking bitch. Because she was the rudest teacher ever. She didn't help
I
me.
mean-
She preferred to help all the other kids. So when I was saying they're struggling and failing, she didn't give a crap. I think
Yeah.
I even punched her as well.
Well, I mean, if a
And
teacher
my
was being
mother was ticked.
Oh, I bet so. I bet. Well, I understand that.
Hmm?
It's like
I also spent maybe 8 hours in the principal's office.
I mean, I don't know, but
No, it was like because the school I went to is named Horseshoe Bend. They have like 7, 8 classes a day. To where they didn't get out until like 3:15. Because it was all 3 schools combined on one campus. So you have the elementary school, the gymnasium was a separate building, the middle school was a separate building. And then you had the high school on the opposite side next to the new baseball field.
yeah.
And the principal there, actually, which was actually funny, I think it was 2011, the principal, his name was John Cook. He got arrested for embezzling money from the school district. It was like one of the bigger things from way back then. But it's like, my elementary school years were pretty rough. I got in trouble several times. I think first time was for cussing out that teacher. The second time I think is because I threw a rock at a girl who was being really mean.
Yeah. Well, it's
So
like
I was just treated harshly by the kids in that district and the teachers. It was just not a very good district.
yeah. It's like I did get like in trouble in middle school.
Oh, I got in trouble in middle school like once for stabbing a kid with a pencil.
You stab a kid with a pencil.
Yeah. Because, like, I had really bad anger issues back then. And I didn't know way back then I was special needs. So I didn't fully know until I was 12 that I was special needs. To where then I finally got the help that I needed.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if I would got pissed off at a teacher and it was being rude, I would have did the same thing.
Like, in elementary school years, those teachers were pretty harsh. Middle school was okay. Like, I think all my middle school teachers were pretty nice because they actually followed the state law when it came to, like, the 504 and the IEP for special needs students.
Yeah.
But what I
Well,
hate nowadays is the school district I graduated from, Nampa. There was recently a news article that came out about the Nampa school district not helping his son, not teaching his son who has special needs, just pushing him to the side and helping all the other students. And that's the one thing that I hate is that people see a person with special needs and they just ignore them.
Yeah.
It's like normal people things aren't going to work on us. You need to think of it in a different way. Everyone learns in a different way. Because our brains are not the same. And that's what I hate.
Yeah.
Yep, he just vanished. And that's still, like, the downside to this day and age, like, yes, there's a lot of special needs people, and people need to understand that there are some, depending on the situation, that may not be able to get a job. Like, for me,
Yeah.
I can't really get a job, even though I want to. I can't, how do I put it? I'm not medically allowed to drive because I have a processing issue with my brain. So it takes me a really long time to process stuff.
Well, it's like, I kid you not. I kid you not. Like from back then, when I was up in the high school,
Mm-hmm.
and when I was getting ready to, to graduate high school,
Yeah.
um, next thing I know, it was my last year up there, up at the high school, and they told me I had to get like so many hours so I'd be able to graduate.
Oh yeah. It's
know,
the same
Get
out
out of
here.
school.
Like, you have to get so many credits to graduate. And luckily,
Yeah,
I was
and
able to
so-
get all mine.
Yeah, and it's like, I kid you not.
Like, I struggled
told-
trying to get some of the credits to where I had to scramble, like, junior, senior year just to finally get them.
Yeah.
Especially
Well,
during COVID.
Yeah. Well, I had I had a job in, when I was working at McDonald's,
Mm-hmm.
and like from there, I guess got, the work and shit, and like
Mm-hmm.
from that point on, it's just like, it's like, oh shit, I have to get this many hours and all that, and like,
Mm-hmm. Like, when I was in high
So I'd
school,
be
I had
able
a
to-
summer job. That I was telling you about last night. Like, I worked at a place called Eagle Auto Repair with my stepdad.
yeah,
So where, like, I learned a little bit about the automotive industry because when I was in high school, I took engine repair, I took auto body. And at that point, I'm like, well, I would have liked to go to a college so that I can get, like, ASC certified. But that's, like, so much education. When I wish there was, like, jobs out there where they could just teach you, instead of having you go back to school, to where then you're spending the next 5 to 10 years just doing training on the job, even though you went to school for that exact thing.
yeah,
When it's not really that hard to, like, say you get an old vehicle, it's not that hard to fix it. You can identify things by a certain sound, or you learn, like, what the code means. Like, you don't
Yeah,
need to
like,
go to,
sure.
like, a college, like, which one is it? It's like a big one where they say, okay, once you graduate in under 9 months, you can go work at a dealership like Ford, Chevy, Bentley, or you can learn to become a NASCAR pit crew.
yeah.
And it's called Universal Technical Institute.
Well, and like 2 is like,
But it's like with my
Wait.
disability, it's hindering to do
Yeah.
those certain things. Which is why, like, I enjoy now just streaming. Even though am I gonna have to figure out plan B if something does happen? Yeah, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
yeah,
And there's nothing wrong with
Well-
that.
yeah. And like 2 is like when, like I said, like when I was, when I was working, I had like a summer job.
Hmm.
I was doing like mornings,
Hmm.
and then afterwards I went to. I had to go like, go. I had to go to I had to switch from not day shift to night shift after school started back,
Hmm.
and I kept my job for a while.
Hmm. But doing night shift and then going to school during the day is just, it's killer.
It did. I'm not gonna lie to you. It did make me tired as fuck when I got home from school.
Hmm. Like, it's like you're what? Up most of the night and then just to stay awake for several more hours to try to learn. You're
Yeah.
just like putting so much pressure. Or you're just gonna struggle.
Yeah. And you fucker, stop. Sorry, not you. The doggo. Anyway. Um. Shit. Like, I only worked like Friday and I've only worked like ow, like Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So I only worked on those 2 days, and then the rest of the week I went to school and had the rest of the day off.
Mm-hmm.
You should work Saturday and Sunday.
Like, I had a summer job where I worked during the summer, and then on weekends I went with my stepdad where I did like cleaning, did some auto body work. Like, I was getting paid good money, but the only reason why I stopped doing that job is because my stepdad at the time passed away. And this was 2021. Which is why, like, I do YouTube and stuff. Because I do it for him. Because he kind of just encouraged me to follow my passion. And since I'm
Yeah.
passionate about video games, it's what I like. Like, I'm not in
Yeah.
this for the money. I'm in it for the doing it as a hobby.
Yeah. Well, like I said, is worry just like why with my disability, I only could have worked like
Hmm.
I could only work like 25 for I think I'm
Yeah,
each month or something.
it just depends on how much you make. So,
Yeah.
which is why, like, the reason why I haven't gone out to get a job is because, like, A, both my parents work.
Yeah.
So, they both work their jobs. I don't really have a way to
Well-
get from point A to B. Yes, I could take a city bus, but I'm thinking, okay, well, the nearest city bus stop to me is 3 miles north of my house. So where they don't have any
Yeah.
on the edge of town. Which I think
don't
is...
you have your license?
Huh? No, I don't have my license.
I wish.
Shh.
I can't get my license, even though I've been wanting to for years.
Wait, why can you not get your license?
What I was saying, along with the processing issues that I have,
Uh-huh. But no, it's like it's like I want to get my license too. But I
like,
don't
I've
know
been
if I'm
wanting
gonna
to get
be-
my license since I was in high school, and this was 7 years
Yeah.
ago.
Oh, it's like
But I just hate some state laws and stuff, and I know my mom's more like it's a safety concern, and I understand that. Which is why, like, I've kind of just dropped it. I'm like, I get that I can't drive. I'll pull this back forward a little bit. There we go. Like, I have been wanting to get my license for years. But, and I get it. with my processing issues that I can't. And it's completely understandable. I also think it just comes down to where my mind is developed to as well.
That's why I hand them to you. Like, you don't pee on us.
Do I even want to know?
Oh,
Do I even want to know? What I just heard?
oh,
Oh, I heard some was about peed. So I heard.
It's the little pup.
Uh,
Yeah, the little pup is being a pain in my ass right now.
no, I have been wanting to get my license for years, but I'm unable to, and it's just something I have to live with.
Yeah.
But I know that if something does happen to my parents, at least I have a backup plan for who I live with in the future.
Yeah, but
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take this dog out to the
Alright. I'll be here too.
I'll be back in a second. It's gonna take like a couple minutes.
Alright. Just gonna be running this lineup. We're running this passenger train. Can I get the next section of the train? For...
Maybe. I'll be right back. If Robert calls some, I'll be back.
I think he's probably in bed. Do I have... no, I still have tier 1 contracts. Cars ordered, waiting for... Oh. Did I not? Oh wait, no, they're already completed, okay. Never mind. I think I'm probably gonna wrap this up soon. I've been at this for 3 hours. I think after I finish up this passenger run, I'm gonna wrap up the stream and exit out of Railroader for a little bit. And then I might boot up another stream here in a little while for either American Truck Sim, or I might squeeze in something else. I don't know quite yet. Or I'll do another, some more Railroader. I guess the only thing that's really that I just have left is just this passenger line. Everything else is just sitting until the following day. Oh, I could bump it up to 25. Alrighty. Alrighty. What? Oh, that's my Google Photos. Nothing important there. Nope. Alright. I think what we'll do the last run down to Whittier. And then I'm gonna hop off a railroad for a little bit and take a break. And then I would probably do another, either do more railroader, or I might switch over and do American Truck Sim. So we're going to finish up this run. $59 for 59 fares. That's not bad. I might need to buy another coach. So then I have to, especially with the line being opened all the way to Bryson. Might be time for another coach. Alright, we got 49. I already know that the bridge is already set. Phase 1 is going to be completed on the following morning for day 4. I would need to pick up phase 2 at some point, or pay the money to get phase 2, and then do phase 3. But those cars are going to have to be pulled all the way back down to Whittier. So what I might do off camera is use the money command and get their locomotive and a couple of cars. Just to make a little bit more money. But I'll do like a realistic amount just to get maybe another steam locomotive. Maybe like another one of the one that I'm in, or one that's slightly smaller. And I think also the diesel stand will be ready, so I can also get a switcher locomotive. So I'll probably do a few things off cam and then come back on. So I'll probably take like an hour break or so. But I'm really enjoying doing railroading. Yeah. I'm about to say I don't have enough for Silva, and I don't want to open up Silva right now. So the plan's going to be to open up the westbound side. So I want to get everything to Bryson opened before I do the Silva line. Unless you want to actually do the line between Silva and Whittier, just to take all those cars down, to where I'll have to buy a bigger locomotive for that. But I really do just want to start small by opening up Gov Island, Bryson, Walker, Hemingway, Arca, and Contran. Like getting those lines opened up, along with Brooks all the way out here. Getting those lines open. Before I open up the line between East Whittier and Silva. But I could also open up the Silva line. Then we could do the contracts for Dillsboro, Silva. I'll just buy another locomotive. But I'll figure out what I can do. I might just open up that line so then there's more to do. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll go and open up that line and then finish constructing the line to Bryce, and then we can get the signals put up and just have a full-on passenger train. Ready to go. So what I might actually do is, I'll probably go ahead and buy another locomotive, buy another locomotive, buy some log cars and some more coaches, and set up like a nice passenger train, while still working on getting the line to Ella the Brycing completed, and I can open up more contracts, so then there's more things to do. And I'll probably continue this in an hour and a half. But I'm gonna take a break though and do some other planning. So we're going to get these passengers strapped off here. Alrighty. But I'm going to go and wrap up the stream and take a break. And I will see you guys in a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will be back in a little while. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream, and I will be back in a little bit.